Nutrition, the thing that most people are so confused about. Now, we help people lose 5 to 10 kilos in 12 weeks, and we do this with some basic principles of nutrition so that you can 1, lose weight, 2, be the healthiest you can be, and 3, aid your performance. Because on a day-to-day basis, when you're in the gym training, in life doing the day-to-day tasks that are required, performance is a big indicator on how much output you can get done, but also the quality of the output. Here are some of the most important principles of nutrition that you should understand. The first one you may have heard time and time again, but the law of thermodynamics stands true. And what this means is calories in versus calories out. That seesaw equation will basically dictate whether you put weight on or indefinitely lose weight. So understanding your energy intake versus your output is a key indicator on you firstly getting a grasp of your weight management. Everything that you ingest is broken down into energy. We use food as our fuel for life. So not quantifying the energy amount of each food, how that makes up your day, your week, your month, is a novice way of just not looking at how much you're consuming on a day-to-day basis. Now, if you think about this from money terms, if you save a lot of money, the likelihood is there's going to be a buffer of cash in your account. If you spend more than you are making, then the likelihood is you're going to start liquidating your account. Think about this in terms of energy in versus energy out, and you'll start grasping how you manage your weight and also the importance that each food has a quantity of energy associated with it in the terms of calories. And basically you will make better choices with the foods you ingest when you're correlating that to your weight. I'm not for 1 minute saying that calories are the be all and end all of everything with regards to health, performance, satiety, the happiness of food. You know, we eat it socially with friends. I like the taste of it, etc. It brings me way more than just weight management, but we have to take a standpoint on understanding the law of thermodynamics always stands true with regards to weight management. The second point that I'd like to make is that although the law of thermodynamics stands true, it's important that we get a varied amount of nutritious food within our diet, because this is where we not only get our energy from, we also get vital vitamins and minerals and nutrients so that we can live a healthy life. And this will help us with our performance, our day-to-day, and obviously keeping us healthy over time as we age. So this is an important aspect as well. So don't get it twisted. There is a relationship between the amount of food you eat versus how good that food is. And you know, you have to strike a nice balance between foods for pleasure, foods for health, and you need to know how much you are quantifying in terms of energy so that you can look after your weight management. So that point I'm making there is really important for you to understand. Now, your calories are made up of macronutrients. These are proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. You may have heard of these before. Protein, for every gram you ingest, is 4 calories. Carbohydrates is the same. And fats, for every gram you ingest, is 9 calories. So although this is more dense, you can accumulate more calories, this doesn't mean that it's unhealthy for you. You should be eating your fats, but you have to have a mindfulness on the amount you're ingesting so you don't overspill what your daily, weekly, monthly targets are with regards to calories. So proteins are really important because they help us with our immunity, our repair, they help us with satiety. There's a host of benefits that protein works for us. And so amino acids circulating in your body is really important for many physiological benefits. You need to make sure you're getting your daily amounts of protein in the diet. Now, what is suggested is you have anywhere between 1.3 to 2 grams per kilo of body weight, and that will allow you to understand your daily intake. The second thing is fats. So fats you cannot live without. You need them on a cellular level. They keep you healthy. They keep the connectivity of your cells working. They're great for immunity. Eating fat will not turn into body fat. They're two different things. Adipose tissue is different to the fat you ingest from your food. Now, we know it's denser, so we need to quantify those things. For example, if you have 100 grams of fat, that's 900 calories. And the thing with fats is you might not always physically see them in your food. You know, it might be hidden within the meats you're eating, the oils that it's been cooked in. So it's harder to quantify, and you need to have a skillful eye to understand where those fats are hiding. It's recommended that you have somewhere between 0.4 and 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight. And again, this will help you understand where you lie with regards to your daily intake of fats. And with carbohydrates, the remaining amount of calories you have for your day will come in the form of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are one of those macronutrients that a lot of people are in fear of. A big reason for this is for every gram that you ingest, you attract 3 grams of water to the cell. And so when you eat carbohydrates, it can be the case that your scale weight increases. You shouldn't be fearful of this. I've spoken about this on previous videos. What this does is mean you're hydrated. It says it in the word carbohydrate. It doesn't mean that you've put body fat on. So what tends to happen is people that come up with these diets go eat low carb, they unsaturate the cells of water, glycogen stores deplete, and when you stand on the scales, your weight has dropped. But this doesn't necessarily mean you've dropped any body fat, because the overarching thing, as we've spoken about, is calories in versus calories out. So once you get past that and you understand that carbohydrates play a foundational role in things like fiber, primary energy source, recovery, etc., and they also aid things like protein synthesis and muscle growth and repair, you can start performing on a better basis, enjoy some of those nicer foods, quantify what you're eating, and stay on track for a longer period of time, which over the course and the window of this time will help you lose way more weight. But not only that, be able to sustain it or thereabouts. Now, you can work out the amount of calories you should be ingesting on a daily basis through different calculators online. The Harris and Benedict formula is one of the most commonly known, and if you do a quick Google search, you will find that, and there'll be many calculators that you can find on the internet that can help you understand, based on your age, your activity level, and a few other metrics associated with you, what your daily allowances should look like. As I said, it's also really important that you look at your calories over a weekly total rather than a daily one, because there's going to be days where you overspill what that daily target is. And so looking at it outside of the microscope of the day and over the course of a week will help you stay on track a lot better. With regards to what I recommend you do when you're looking at your caloric intake and what that should look like, is we get our clients to submit a weekly food diary. This allows them and us to understand the quantity, the portions, the type of food quality, their habits, and what they're eating. With regards to calories, it can be an eye-opener on whether you're severely under-eating or overeating or where you should be at. And with that total number in your tracking week, I would look at how that reflects the calorie calculator, and I would bridge the gap. And if I'm looking to maintain weight, I'll find the maintenance. If I'm looking to lose weight, I will drop around 10% my calories and work from that. And if I'm trying to put weight on, I would do the equivalent the other way round and put them on top of maintenance calories. I would work from the data of what is the current track week showing me versus what the calculator is showing me. One is reality and the other one is what the calculator wants you to be doing. So I'd look at bridging that gap over the first few weeks. So calories matter, macronutrients, you can find out exactly what they look like with regards to the grammage. You should be looking at your calories over a weekly basis. The quantity of your food matters, but also the quality of your food. So if you're having a good amount of proteins, fats and carbohydrates, and they're coming from nutrient-dense sources, predominantly, at least 80% of the time, the likelihood is you're also going to get a good spectrum of micronutrients in your diet. You know, you're going to have your vitamins and minerals, A, D, and B and C. That is your A, D, E, and K vitamins. They're fat soluble. And then you've got your B and C, which are water soluble, alongside all the minerals that come along with eating nutrient-dense foods. Now, am I saying you should never have, foods that you enjoy that are not so nutrient-dense? No, I'm not. What I'm saying is you should factor a large proportion of your daily and your weekly into foods that sit in nutrient dense, and you can make up the other 20% with a bit of fun. Because as I said at the beginning of this video, it's important you enjoy your food. It's important you get more from food than just energy. It's good for adherence. Remember, you're not just going to lose weight over a few days and that is it. We need to look at this over the quarter, over 6 months, over a year, and how you can sustain this. So your happiness will go a long way with regards to your adherence. And if you can stay consistent with your adherence over a long period of time, so in this case, over 12 weeks, you're likely to lose between 5 and 10 kilos. So you do need to have fun. Social side of food, the taste side of food, what food does to you with regards to the way you feel is more than just calories. So I'm an advocate of that, but we do need to look at how we can get good nutrient dense foods into your diet, because it's not just about energy in versus energy out. It's also about getting good health markers with regards to our blood, our cholesterol, our sugar levels, etc. At the end of the day, we're advocates of performance here, and we know if you're in good health, you will perform better, you'll have better sleep, you'll draw for less things like caffeine and stimulants, there's less need for alcohols to get by, your stress level will be reduced, you'll perform better in the gym, and this will also go a long way into helping us with regards to our energy deficit and building a good physique within the gym and how that relates back to your body composition. So it's not just about energy, but we need to understand energy. Otherwise, we are looking at things through a straw and not looking at it properly. The other thing that is promoted is fiber intake. It's really important that you have a good amount of fiber within your diet. This will largely come from the makeup of your carbohydrates in your diet. Fiber, for every 1,000 calories you ingest, you should have around 15 grams of fiber. So for example, if you're eating 2,000 calories a day, this would look like 30 grams of fiber. Fiber is great for digestion. I did a video on gut health. Fiber is a big part of this, and it helps us with regards to our health markers. Fiber is great for things like cholesterol. So include fiber into your diet. And the other thing is it's really good for satiety. So it helps you keep fuller for longer, which basically means you won't overconsume your food. The more fiber you ingest in your diet, the more water you will need. Obviously, you have soluble and insoluble fiber. It's important to drink water so that you can help that pass through your digestive tract. And you can do the things you need to do with regards to going to the toilet so you don't feel bloated and have things like irritable bowels. So water and fiber go hand in hand. I also spoke about this in our gut health video. Having good pre and probiotics in our diet will help us with regards to the bacteria in our diet, our immunity, our gut health. And also it goes a long way towards having good gut flora. So getting that in the form of greens, in the form of dairy products, in the form of supplements, things like sauerkrauts, kimchis, pickled veg, these will be great for the all-round health of your gut. And this is important because we've spoken about the relationship between your gut and your brain, the gut-brain axis, and how that helps us with our health, our decisions, the way we feel, and our performance. So when we speak about these things to our clients, these are some basic principles that we live and die by. And we help our clients build good nutritional routines that fit their work-life balance based on these principles. Because methods can change, but principles don't. These are the principles of nutrition. Energy balance helps us with our weight management, but it's not only about that. It's about our health. It's about the quality of the foods we ingest with regard to our immunity, our health, our performance. And we should have good foods that also help promote good gut health, because this also goes a long way towards our health, immunity, and our performance. What we do from there is we help clients find the right pathways for them, what they like eating, what they hate eating, how they can factor in certain amount of meal frequencies in their day, where they can source food from. And what these principles allow our clients to do is select what works for them on a daily, a weekly, and a monthly basis. And it gives them enough flexibility to make good food choices based on their preference. It's no longer about what the plan says. It's more about how do I live around what I should be doing with regards to the guidelines, and how I can factor good things in so I can stick to my goal, get my results, but also have some happiness in my lifestyle. When you think about all the diets that are out there, things like 5-2, blood sugar, Atkins, paleo, low carb, you name it, they're all in there to find a mechanism of giving you constraints to reduce your caloric intake. Now, for some people, they work specifically in the short term until you break and you cannot keep to them any longer. So if you take the time to track what you're doing at least over a 12-week period, you now regain the power of your nutrition, and you can make choices based on what happens on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis, and you can piece things together to suit you. So if you're liking these videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave us a comment. If you're stuck with anything regarding your nutrition, we'll get back to you. It's an opportunity for us to coach and give our advice. If you're looking to work with us, there is a link in the description. If you're looking to lose 5 to 10 kilos in the next 12 weeks, if you need some help with your nutrition and your training, then click that link. Fill out your details. Someone of the team will be in contact within 24 to 48 hours to book in a discovery call to find out a bit more information about you and see how we can help you. See you guys on the next video.